Aarti has some interesting trivia on how it's been historically. Aarti?
Tanvi, we're waiting for Finance Minister's speech at 11 a.m. on the 1st of February, but it's not always been like that. In fact, the NDA government in particular has made a lot of changes to the delivery and the timing of this particular speech and the entire budget exercise in itself. Now, for instance, the time of the budget speech used to be very different earlier, but in 1999, Yashwant Sinha broke that British-era tradition and presented the budget at 11 a.m. instead of 5 p.m. as it used to be. The second big change that we've seen over the years in the budget is also the date of the budget. Now, it is something that the government has also changed, and it was the NDA government that has changed it. The date of the budget changed in 2017. There was the late Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, who was the Finance Minister at that point of time. He presented for the budget for the first time on the 1st of February. Otherwise, it was always on the last day of February. So we've seen these two big changes. And the third big change that was also instituted during the NDA's change is the merger of the railway budget along with this. Earlier, the railway budget used to be a separate exercise in itself, but now after the NDA government in 2017, the railway budget was also merged by Arun Jaitley with the regular budget. So three big changes. Otherwise, maybe we would have been here at 5 p.m. on the 28th of February instead of right now.
Okay, but it's 1st of February and you and I were here at 5 a.m. in anticipation of the budget that gets presented at 11 a.m. One more interesting, of course, a change that has happened is what happened last year, which is when the finance minister decided to abandon the traditional budget suitcase and bring in the Bahi Khata, the Indian traditional part, which is like a red purse that has all the financial statements and documents and records. And that tradition continues this year as well. So early this morning, we saw Nirmala Sitharaman enter the finance ministry and then emerge carrying that Bahi Khata. Aarti Subramanian, thanks so much for joining us. I'll keep coming back to you for some more interesting trivia as we count down to that big speech.